D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished the fourth episode of Doom Patrol, and I'm able to do a breakdown this time because last time they did just they did 3 episodes, and I can't cover 3 episodes in one day. I gotta watch them all, and then I gotta get screenshots, so I do it differently. But anyway, so for this one, I'm going to break it down. And this is kind of going to be a short video just because, like, in terms of story progression, not really much happened, but it was still a pretty fun episodes. We got Zombie Doom Patrol, which I have to be honest, I don't really like. I mean, like, zombies are cool, but I'm not really like one of those people that's like huge into zombies. I don't mind zombies, but like, I'm not like, a zombie fanatic. Before I get started on my review, though, I want to say 2 things. The first one is that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine always get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. The second thing is I'm now selling merch. So check this out. Geek What is now a clothing brand that designs unique streetwear with a geek/nerd attitude. Some of the core values of Geek What is to see the geekdom for how amazing it is, which is something I've always encouraged on this channel. Here's a look at my latest shirt that was designed by artist Patrick Walters, with my favorite design being me as a cartoon. So if you like what you see, go ahead and click on the link in the description down below. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. All right, you guys can go ahead over there, check stuff out, buy something if you'd like. Really helps me out and I appreciate it. All righty, so we're going to get started on this breakdown, and I'll do my review while as we go along. But I just want to say, like, so far, this is kind of a slow burn for the show, but at the same time, I'm not disliking it. I enjoy it. So it starts off with Willoughby, and he's in this hotel room, and he's doing his little thing, and he's got Calder's head, and Calder can talk through the head. Now, I have to be honest, one thing that looks nothing like Niles Calder, and 2, I really hope that Niles Calder is not gone from the show. And if he is, I'm going to be upset because even though I like Rita is my favorite character on the show. She's not a good leader. We have to be honest about that. She's not. So I don't want her to be the leader. I want Niles to be the leader. And I kind of feel like if he's not going to be there, then just recast if what's his face doesn't want to be on here. But it's kind of like, I just don't like it. Now, getting back onto the episode. So he's all talking to him and he's like, I need you to do something for me or whatever. And he does the coin with the blood or whatnot. And that horse appears, the guy the horse that he's in love with. And he's all like, would you ever consider, a relationship with Willoughby? And she's all like, I'm not going to play these games with you. And she goes back into her little hole and everything. He's like, no, wait, please don't go. And then somebody shows up in the shadows and he's like, ah, crap, kind of thing. So then the Doom Patrol are talking to Madame Rouge, and she's all like, they're all like, chatter, chit chat. I don't remember exactly what they said, but one thing she was like, I don't remember who I am. I don't know who you are. I don't know who I am. So I don't remember. And then she's also like, why are you guys itching and everything? And then, so one thing she does is she asks Cyborg, she's like, is that titanium on your thing? And how do you get it to stick to your face? And he's all like, that is his face. And she's like, oh, that is your face. Sorry, my hair's all weird right there. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Anyways. So then they're like, how did you do this? And she's like, time travel. Something happened. I need to talk to Niles Calder. And they're like, join the club, lady. They're like, time travel's not a thing. And so she takes him to her time travel ship, which I don't know how it works, but it's super fun looking. And they're all like, she's like, so where is Niles Calder? Because I'm going to need to talk to him. And they're like, he's dead. And he's like, he died 2 weeks ago. She's like, well, I'll just go back 2 weeks. But while she's in that, Rita, who recognizes her as the person that closed off the door so they could get killed by that red guy, she steals a part of the ship, which didn't look like a really important part, but apparently it was. Anyways, so then they're like, she's like, she keeps going back like 3 weeks, and they're like, no, there were sex ghosts, and they're like, well, what about 4 weeks? And they're like, no, what was in season 1? Like entered, I don't remember what they all said, but she's like, how about 7 weeks? And they're like, yeah, that 7 weeks sounds pretty good. So she gets in and it won't work. So she gets out. She's like, who's really good at fixing machines? And they point to Cyborg and everything. She's like, all right, you fix my ship. And then Rita's like, I really need to talk to you. So then we go back and Negative Man, he doesn't feel good and he starts vomiting blue goo. Okay. Robotman, he's like him and Jane are gonna fix all their mental problems with Niles because they've got some issues with Niles and they promised themselves something. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, he's trying to talk to a therapist, but the therapist thinks he's a TikToker, and then he starts to like mold and stuff. Jane is out here building a fake Niles on this wheelchair, and she's we'll talk about that in a minute. And then Cyborg is building, trying to repair her ship, and his skin is like getting all crusty and everything. And his dad shows up. And long story short, his dad lost his job. He was on administrative leave and everything because he helped him out, cover up the fact that he let Ronnie go. I do not like the Ronnie storyline at all. I didn't like it in season 2. I don't like it now. I wish they would just get rid of it, not bring it back up. But he was all like, when I was in heaven or hell, or whatever it was, and I was talking to mom, she said there was another option. He said we had created synthetic skin, but it hadn't been tested. And it was just, she's like, so you'd rather have a machine / superhero for a son than a normal looking son. And so he leaves. And then Madame Rouge and Rita are talking in the library, and Rita's like, do you recognize me? And she's like, I don't think you know how amnesia works. She was being very cheeky this whole time and a little bit annoying at the same time. Like Madame Rouge was kind of being a jerk, but she's like, I don't think you know how amnesia works. And she's like, take a really good look at me and tell me if you recognize me. So she gets like really up in her face. She's like, you have a little bit of something on your face. And then she finds the keyhole and she's like, bingo, or something like that, or hamburger. I can't remember what she yells. And they put the key in and it opens up this thing, and then she finds a film and she takes it and she's going to go watch it. So then Jane builds a fake Niles Calder, like a scarecrow one. And she's all like, I'm going to get high and I'm going to yell at it, and then I'm going to set it on fire, therapeutic. And then Larry's talking to his flowers because he's like, I'm dying. And Rita comes in. She's like, I really need to talk to you about some stuff. And he's all like, I really don't have time for this and everything. He's like, I'm dying. She's like, listen, I feel like I know that woman because she locked me in. A woman that was dressed up as me locked us in the thing when that red guy started shooting us. And she was wearing that suit that this woman I saw in her time machine. And then that's when he tells her that he's dying because the negative thing has left his body. So then she's like, oh, you smell so good. And then she licks his forehead because she wants brains because they're turning into zombies. Spoiler. And he's like, did you just lick me? And she's like, no. And she like runs away. So then Madame Rouge is watching this film, and it's of this blonde woman petting a bird. And she's like, oh, riveting and everything. And then in here, he's starting to decompose. They're all starting to decompose, and it gets kind of gross, in my opinion. This episode's kind of gross. I don't have a strong constitution for that kind of stuff, but if you do, you won't mind it. I didn't like it, but at the same time, it was like whatever. Like when they start eating later on, I was like, ugh, and everything. So they're all turning into zombies, and she sees this woman and she starts doing this weird dance thing, and because she's like hypnotized, I don't know. And then she sits back down. She's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? So then all these guys, they start turning they get zombified. They're all mortified and everything. And so she's sitting there watching the video, and then she looks over and the bird turns into her. And then her and this blonde woman start doing the weird dancey thing together. It's weird. It's very what's Suspiria, that kind of dancing, but like free form, whatever it's called. I don't know all the types of dancing. Like I know ballet and like jazz or some crap. I don't know. Anyways, so she's like, oh, hot damn, I know I'm a bird and everything. And these guys are walking the hall, and they've been zombified. And then they're all like, brains and everything. And they hear the doorbell ring, and Willoughby comes in. He's all like, and they're talking like, they're like, and it has subtitles because they have zombie talk. And I'm all like, this is funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like annoying. Like I wasn't like, and when I say annoying, I'm not like mad annoying. I'm like, it's just kind of like, all right, let's go with this because this show's weird, but I love the weirdness. But I don't like zombies like this, but it's fine. I'm not like, again, not mad about it. It's just like, it's so weird. It's so weird. It's weird, right? Anyways, so then Willoughby's all like, oh, you got to turn to zombies and everything. And so he's like, find a VHS player so we can play this tape and everything. So they lock him in this little thing, and they're watching this video, and it's this guy from season 2 season 1 with it's season 2 with the paranormal. Maybe it was season 1. I don't remember. With the paranormal people, they find paranormal things, and then they lock them up and everything. That little jail cell with the butts that eat people and everything. And he's like, "You want this head back? You're gonna come here." And then the zombies are like, "We're gonna walk into a trap and everything." So these two get ready to let the zombies out, and then they go through this little, this little portal-y thing, and they go to this little barn. Okay. So they're walking, they go in here, they see all these papers, and then this guy Darren shows up, and he's like, "You ruined my life. Everything was fine until," and then it would happen at my daughter's soccer games, at dinner, at this and that. It would happen, and finally my wife left me, and they're like, and she's up at the top because she's going to turn into a bird and then drop this petrified dragon pea on top of his head, and it'll burn him. But she's trying to figure out how to transform, and he's all like, and they're all just like, don't care kind of thing. And then she's like, transform, and she transforms into this sofa thingy. What are those called? An ottoman. She falls through the roof, and he's all like, most people, when I say it happens, they ask me what happens. And he's like, "Are any of you going to ask me what happens?" And they're all like, then nobody says anything. And then finally, Willoughby's all like, "Fine, what happens?" He's like, "I'm glad you asked." And then he turns into this. This is gross. That's freaking gross. Turns into this cannibal butt. It's so gross. Is that because when they attacked him, they chewed on him, but then he turned into one of them. So he's like a werebutt. Ew. And then he calls his other werebutts, and they just start fighting, and they start eating them / killing them and all that stuff. The CGI was not top notch on this episode, if I have to say so myself, with the werebutts, but it was like, whatever. So then they're done. And then he's all like, they go back, and he's all like, "I know how to change them back to regular people. You have to feed them my head because they need to eat the brains, because the brains give them serotonin, and that'll turn back into being human. So give them my head so they can eat it." And then when Willoughby goes to leave, he's like, "Hey, Willoughby, the head horse, don't try to force her. She's she wants to love you, but you need to, go about it a different way," kind of thing. And then Madame Rouge is all like, "Do you know who I am? And what's our relationship?" And he's like, "I know who you are, and I don't trust you." And he's like, "But if you want to know who you are, I'll make a deal with you. And I don't know why I would trust you, but I will give you papers that will help you along the way to figure out who you are, if you promise to never come back here again and mess with my kids," kind of thing. So then she opens the door and lets the zombies in, and they grab the Calder head, and he's all like, "Jane, I love you, Jane. I want you to eat me." So then they all start eating him, and this part was gross. I didn't get too many screenshots because I had to real quick get through this part. It grossed me out like hardcore. And then they're human again. And he's talking about like being, a cannibal, and they're like, "Stop saying cannibal," all this stuff and everything. And she's reading this thing where Calder basically said that she should be executed. And she's bummed about that. And so Jane burns the little thing, and she's like, they're getting over their thing against Calder. He finds pills online to help him with what's it called? That where dementia? I don't think it's dementia. Anyways, and then he sees this like tumor like thing, and he gets it, and then he throws up again. It's very obvious that he's pregnant. The negative force, whatever, had a baby inside him. He is pregnant. Yeah. He sees half his face, and he's like, "I can't believe my dad didn't make me into a real boy," and everything. And then she's getting bummed about the thing. And Rita comes in. She's like, "It's obvious." She's like, "I can tell in my gut," because they talk about how the elephant is your gut is the elephant of the body. I don't remember what it was at. She's like, my body elephant is telling me that we know each other. She's like, "You're a guest in this house. It's really rude for you to ignore me." She's like, "I just made oatmeal cookies. Would you like one?" She can tell she's upset. She's like, "Yeah, that would be nice." And as she leaves, she notices something in the video that she had watched before. And it's Rita doing the little dance, but off to the side. And she's all like, "Oh, what's going on there?" And so that's where the episode ends. Now, I have to just say right now, Madame Rouge, like, she's not bad, but like, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is that's so great about this. What it is exactly is going on with Madame Rouge, because I don't get it. And sorry, but I do have to say I do like the show. I think it's good, but right now it is a very slow burn, you guys. Like I'm trying to like I was kind of a little bit bored during this episode just because it was a lot of going on, but a lot of nothing going on. But yeah, I can't wait for next episode because I really want this show to start to pick up, you know, so I can be like, woo, and everything, get really into it. But so far it hasn't happened. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. I really don't like zombies, but at the same time, like this episode didn't bother me in the sense that I'm mad about the zombie situation. I mean, we all knew it was coming, right? Um, but yeah, those are my thoughts and my breakdown. I will do next week and hopefully it's better. Tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Do you like zombies? Are you like me and you don't, you're like you're fine with zombies, but it's not like your jam a whole bunch? Or do you not like zombies and everything? Did you like this episode? Where is this ranking your episode so far? Are you excited for the next episode? Do you love Doom Patrol? Who's your favorite character? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my Doom Patrol breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. Bye.